start with a hip flexor warm up. So we're gonna, let's just start with just an overhead stretch and then bring it down. You can just do a couple pranayams. Now I'm already engaging my toes and my legs. I'm already energizing them. I don't want them to be hyper straight because again, it's gonna put a lot of burden on my back and on my knees. So I'm gonna bend, and I like to go through prayer through the middle. That's a really nice watch. See, the knees are going forward, and I'm not taking my shins forward, right? They're going back. It's hard. And then hands can go on the block. So you have the blocks, you can bring them out in front of you. And this is now I'm working on maybe getting my legs a little straighter, but I don't want to think back. I want to think half of the energy going down and half going up. And I'm just doing the right leg. And this is just a really nice way. So I'm thinking down and I'm thinking up. I'm not thinking back because back is risky on the knee. So I'm just alternating. And then when I'm ready to lunge, I'm going to bend the knees, bring these guys back, and I'm going to step back. And then I'm going to just rock because it feels good to open up the hips. So I'm rocking forward and rocking back. Right, now if you want to add a twist, you can certainly do that. You can also do low and come up and just open up the hips. So you can kind of like, this is your playful warm up of lunging. So it you don't want to make it too intense. If you're going to drop down, pull the feet together and feel like the right thigh is stable in the shin. You can use your brick, and you're going to keep this left femur grounding, right? And the left hip, it's not going to push out to the left. So you're going to keep this left hamstring moving down to the earth, but my right hamstring is feeling like it's moving away from the earth. So I'm not dropping deep. Yeah, we're going to avoid that. And then I'm going to rotate the ribs without popping them out. This does not go anywhere. I don't want to stick it out. Keep pushing down. So I'm really pushing through my left foot, and I'm really working hard to keep my right shin from moving. It's like it wants to move. Turning. Don't worry about the arms going up right away. You might not even use them initially, and then just extend. Just like that. Breathing in, breathing out. You know, you can lift the bottom leg if you want to. It's not necessary, but if you lift up, you got to really watch that your left hip doesn't kick out. So you really have to work a little more challengingly through the legs to draw the feet together towards the midline. Right? And then you put the hand back on the flat block. And you can actually plank with the blocks. Don't go anywhere with it. Just hold the plank. Right? And then you can drop the knees, and you can just do a little extension. Because your hands were on the floor for a while, so I don't want you to put a lot of weight in the hands. I want you to release them. And they're a little slippery on the mat, so what you'd be a little careful. Normally, if you're going to use the blocks, we will cover it with a mat, which you can do, but we're just going to come up because the blocks are already there, and just use the blocks to guide us forward. Right? We're hands on the blocks if they can go there. Bend. Hands. You can take your arms behind you and stretch them. You probably won't get your elbows straight for your first back shoulder stretch. So just keep them bent and just gentle. Try to feel the shoulder blades drawing a little in. Don't worry about the arms being together. You can take chair pose to come out. Keep the shins moved back and